All right. Hey, what's up, LoD Legacy League? You got Brian Mick here. We're gonna do something a little different for the league. We wanted to provide some content. This is something I've actually wanted to do for a long time. I want to do it with Karn, but I don't know, he always flaked out. But basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through each team. We're gonna rate them based off their team name, their team icon, and their team logo. And then we assign scores. Now we didn't Mick and I didn't figure out like, hey, this is how we're going to rank them. We just independently came up with our own criteria to do it. I'll probably explain mine as I go. Mick can explain his if he wants before we start going. So we took it, we gave a score, a 1 to 10 for each of those, and then we added them up to get a score, and then we added both of our scores together to rank all the teams. So we'll talk through that, and we'll go team by team and say what we feel. Anything you want to add on that before we get started?
No, that's good. Yeah, you pretty much nailed it. That our criteria might be a little bit different. I'll explain whatever that might be when we get to it. Bri, I forgot to ask you. Did you have any like flavors or anything before we get started
I
with this?
did. I was going to do surprise flavor.
Nice.
So last night, I did make my way to Costco, and I had that eggplant parmesan for dinner. I made it. It was good, but I also picked up
Sweet.
so I haven't tried it yet. So
Okay.
I was waiting
Oh,
for
I
this.
can't wait, man. I've gotten mixed results from people, so I'm interested.
Yeah, this was the thing you recommended last video or something. So it says it's turmeric pineapple. So hopefully that's the same one. It smells like pineapple.
Mazel tov.
Oh God, that's pretty bad. Very strong pineapple. It's like rotten pineapple or something. It's not rotten. It's like
Oh my
it's like
gosh,
it's
dude.
like dirty, or it's like spoiled pineapple or something. I don't
That
know.
is the best reaction.
Yeah. But I mean, the pineapple part's good, but that turmeric is just oh. All right, but I'm gonna pound it anyway. So immunity is supposed to be good for me. Cheers.
How funny, man. So, I drink those things a lot, and I guess it just shows how jacked up my taste buds are because I'm like, dude, I need that flavor right now. It tastes so good. I had Jared, from our other league over, and like, we were drinking, and then the next morning we woke up or whatever, and I was like, oh, here, try one of this. I'll help you like wake up. And he tried it, and he was just like,
It is bad. Is it like ginger or something too? Because it's burning my mouth too.
yeah, there's probably some ginger in there.
All right. Well, there you go. Suja immunity, turmeric pineapple.
Very cool, man. Might not be as bold as this flavor. I got something called black garlic paste.
Oh, okay.
So this is aged. I guess it's some kind of a superfruit. I actually bought it for some Asian cuisines that need this ingredient. But then I was like, oh, dude, this says like you could spread this on bread, crackers, and it says it's a really strong and endless flavor. So
Oh, great.
I'm gonna give this thing a crack.
All right. I've seen the black garlic in Costco before, in like bigger like plastic containers, but not like a spread like that. So.
Yeah, I actually bought that garlic before. It's actually bulbs, right?
Yeah, like balls or bulbs or something.
I got my little piece of naan here.
There you go.
Whew. This thing really went through the room quickly. Wow, it's really mellow for garlic.
Okay.
It's got a like heavy, I don't know, like umami flavor. Like kind of like a salty seaweed type of flavor.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's really good and potent. Something tells me my breath is just gonna stink though. Like, hope I have a
Better
toothbrush
for
here.
like cooking with maybe or something. Or
Definitely better for cooking with. I think if you like ate like 6 of these, you're gonna smell for the next 2 or 3 days.
oh dang, coming out
But
the pores.
I'll tell you though, it's not bad. There's no way I'd be dipping my bread in this all day long.
It it gives me flashbacks. I don't, you might have been too young at the time, but when Dad's dad, Grandpa, used to come over and stay with us at the house, and the house would smell like garlic for like 4 days after he left. That guy just, I don't know, it was just coming out his entire body, and it would just leave like a cloud of garlic in the house for like 4 days.
I
But
don't remember. Was he just chewing on garlic cloves or something?
I have no idea. The guy, I mean, so Italian guy, right? But he was living down in Mexico. He would come up to like refill his water and all that kind of stuff when we were kids. And Alan will be able to tell you and remember those too. But dude, that whole house would just reek like garlic, and it would linger after he left. Even like that's how potent it was. The guy just must have loved garlic, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so, man. That is
Well,
funny.
Anthony Adamo, Dad's dad. Yeah,
Runs in the family, dude. I love garlic too.
same.
All right, well, you want to get to it?
Yeah, so let's. I guess we'll get into it. Mick's got the master spreadsheet. I guess he'll throw up there. We're gonna walk down the teams and the composite ranking. I guess you'll be able to see where you're at because we're just gonna show them all at the same time. But we'll talk to them as we go through the list. Um, so if you want to, is it? I don't know if you want to throw it up there. Is it already
Yep.
up there?
Here we go.
All right. So the lowest score, we have team racism. Um, so for me on my notes is I just I don't understand this whole racism thing or this whole hardworking individual stuff. I think I just like laughed at it, but I didn't really understand what it meant. I don't know if he had like a bunch of white guys on his team at one point and he just never changed it, but I don't really get it. Racism is kind of lame to begin with, but I'm sure there's some sort of inside joke there. And then his icon is like Melvin Gordon from like 6 years ago. I don't know if that's like some troll on me because like he traded them to me. They like get that championship that one year or something, but like that was I don't know, 6 years ago or something. So I don't know, the low score on that. And then he gets, yeah, I guess it was a 1 to 10 scale, but I gave these teams zeros that didn't even have a team logo. I think Joel had a broken link, and these other teams didn't even have anything. So 0 points. So total score of 5. That's definitely my lowest score.
Yeah, same here. Sui, the notes I had is I didn't understand the relevance of team racism in 2025, like that Melvin Gordon situation. I do remember, when it was all going down and he got benched, and that was a picture of him, like, when he finally was benched or whatever for, I guess, no reason really. I can't remember why they benched him, but they did. So it had its moment then, but it hasn't changed since, and you still have that guy. Like, yeah, it's been years now. So I don't understand that. When you go to your logo, there is no logo. There's no music. So it just ended up in a low score for me.
All right. Next one up is Joel, Swing You Some Bitch. I actually gave him a high score for the name. I like the name. It's an inside joke. That's pretty much every time Joel and I call each other, that's the first thing we say to each other. Like, Swing You Some Bitch, we answer the phone. So I get it from that. I don't know how it relates to fantasy football at all, but I like it for the inside joke aspect. His icon is like, I don't know, it's Walter White or some like Breaking Bad thing or something. I don't know, it makes no sense to me, like kind of lame. And then he's the broken link guy for the logo.
All right,
So,
very nice. Yeah, I had the same notes for Joel actually. So you got a 7 for me with the name. You crushed it. I can hear you saying it every time I read it, like, you son bitch, swing or whatever. But then yeah, you follow that up with the Breaking Bad like cover page. Funny, he has that as the cover for his other like league that we're in together as well. I'm like, I don't understand. Like I didn't know that you liked Breaking Bad. It happens to be my favorite series of all time. I've never spoken to you about it though, so I don't know if there's some relevance that I just don't understand. And then yeah, you didn't have a logo, didn't have any music, so got a 1 from me.
all right. Next up, our newest member of the league. Welcome, Ickett. So for me, I actually love the team name. I gave it a perfect 10. Get get the hell out of here, but we're getting Kel the hell out of here. So to me, that's perfection. Nailed it with that. You may change it next year because he'll be gone, but for this year, perfection. Your team icon is like some sort of like red helmet with something on it. Maybe that's some like college or something you're familiar with. I don't know. It's football related, so I gave you a 5, but otherwise it's a helmet. And then again, no logo. Maybe you don't know how to set it, or you just didn't care to this year or whatever. So that's where you got the 0 there.
Yeah, same here. I like the name. It's a good Kel joke. Can't go wrong there, given what's happened this year. I couldn't really see what was on the helmet. I guess I could get on my phone and really like zoom in and see, but I didn't understand it. Thought it was generic. So kind of the same points. And yeah, no logo, no soundbite, so just a 1.
All right. Misabar up next. And I guess this one I should preface a couple things. In general, I am not a fan of team names that try to incorporate some player that they have, especially in like cases like this. We'll see with many of them, they don't even have the player on their team anymore, and they have this name that some guy. I do, however, love this name for if he has McCaffrey and the guy's cap's always broken. Perfect name. I don't know if he came up with that himself or if that was something he found somewhere, but he killed on the name. The team icon, he's a Niners fan, so it's personal to him. It's football related. So I gave him a 7. The thing is his logo is the same thing. And so for all of these, you'll see when people duplicated it, I'll give a score for like the team icon, and then for the logo, I'll cut it in half. Or sometimes I'll give the logo the score and then cut the icon in half, just depending on whether one I think it fits better. But yeah, if you duplicate up, you're getting a score and a half score. And in his case, since it was an odd number, it rounded down because it's things like even off-centered. It's not even like centered properly. So I docked him a point, I guess. But overall, love the name, and the rest is pretty just generic San Francisco.
Got you. Yeah, I gave him a pretty low score for the team name because he traded away Christian McCaffrey and didn't change his name. I don't know. There's no way he's rooting for Christian McCaffrey to get hurt being a 49ers fan, so he just didn't change it, and that just merits a low score for me. Same with you. I get it that you're a Niners fan, so you're going to post the logo, but it doesn't say much beyond that. There's no music. So yeah, 4 and 4.
All right. Next up with Rick. Did he Rick anybody this year? I don't know.
I don't think so, man.
You know what's crazy? When you look at the score, he's like number 6 in like points for.
Yeah.
He just got like a really crappy schedule, like taking a bit of a side here, but like I looked at mine. I'm like, if I played the same schedule as Suey, what would my record be? We would both be 9-3 right now. So
yeah.
He has like 15 less points for, but just the way it lines up, the people you play like on a certain week, and that's just completely random, right? You create the schedule and you just get those guys those weeks. So
yeah, sometimes that's the way it falls.
So yeah, Rick's team's actually been putting up points. He just got a bad schedule, I guess. But
for sure.
So his team name, Scrubs, I actually like it. I think that's perfect for a fantasy football team. It goes back to our flag football team name. When we played flag football in Santa Fe Springs and stuff like that, we're the Scrubs. Just a bunch of, I think some guy called us that. I think Tom, our bassist, his buddy Derek, remember the guy that came to some of our shows?
I do.
We had like an argument about like which team was better. This wasn't flag. This was just a pickup game out in the thing. And he called us all a bunch of scrubs. He's like, "You guys are a bunch of scrubs out there," and I started laughing. And that became our our flag football team name. But it's Rick's name here. I like it. I gave him a high thing on the icon. Is it like the guy from Revenge of the Nerds, I think?
Yeah, I think that's
it's like
Ogre.
Some dude with like messed up eyes or something. I don't know.
It's Ogre.
He's got this weird look in his eyes or whatever. And then he got half points on the logo because it's the same. But yeah, I think it would be solid otherwise around.
Okay, got you. Yeah, he didn't get a high score for me for his team name because I had no idea what Scrubs means. I'm sure, clearly it was an inside joke that some people are aware of. If I had known that, or it was somehow in the league, he would probably get a much higher score than this. Um, Probably like double at least from me. Uh, I didn't understand what Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Ogre, that's who it is.
Oh, I don't know what that guy has to do with anything related to fantasy football. I thought it might, maybe it's another inside joke or something, and I'm just not aware of it. So, like, he does look goofy. I think it's kind of funny, but like I have no idea why he just put that random picture of the guy up there.
I agree. It's completely random, and maybe I rated it too high, but I just looked at it and started laughing. It was pretty funny.
I mean, it's worth it for that, definitely. Um, yeah, maybe you'd have a little bit higher of a score if there was like some music or tied together somehow. But I couldn't give it higher than a 7, Rick. In fact, I think you were the lowest score of anyone in the league for me.
Yeah, for you, he was your lowest. Who's up next? T Slaw. Let me find my notes for T Slaw. There he is. Oh wow, I had him pretty low, huh? I had him at 13. So what do I got here? Oh, so again, a common theme. He doesn't even have the guy on his team anymore. I don't even know what the hell his icon is. It's like someone. It's a Tesla logo in the background, and someone holding up a sign, like they're selling stock or something, or bidding on. I don't know what the F that is. And then his logo is like, I guess, is that Tesla number 14 or whoever it is? No, 14 is St. Brown. I don't know. Let me click on it and see what the hell it is. I don't know. Some guy catching a football on the Lions. I'm assuming it's a Tesla guy, but it's like, this is why I don't like people that name their team name after a player, because then they end up getting rid of it. And then this one wasn't even one that I even liked that much. Tesla short seller. I don't know. I guess he sold short on him. I don't know.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that is why I was okay with the team name. I think he used to be Tesla Investor, and then once he got rid of Tesla, he changed it to Tesla Short Seller.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay.
And so I kind of had to give him credit because he's like continuously updating his name, right? Even if like it it doesn't hit with everybody, it's still, I guess, funny to him, and I got to give him credit for that. I think that icon was people protesting like the actual company Tesla because they're just like anti Elon Musk. Um, so I kind of gave him some points for that too, just because I don't know, it's relevant to the team name in some way. And then you go to the image. Maybe that is Tesla. I don't know who that is catching the football, but I get it. He's a solid like Detroit fan. He's got Tool playing, right? Like I think it's 46-2 starts playing when you get to the home.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't rate off the sound effects because most people don't have them. But no, that is good. That is a good one.
So those reasons are why I gave him probably a higher score than you did. Yeah, he was one of the highest scores for me.
Yeah, I mean, I actually gave his team name a over average, right? Because it is football related, but I don't know. I didn't realize he changed it from investor to short seller because I probably would have rated it higher.
Okay.
Shows he's on top of his stuff. Good.
Yeah,
good
for sure.
You.
Agreed.
All right, we are up with Stretch, the defending two-time champ. I don't think he's repeating this year. His running backs is none. He doesn't have any. But that aside, his team name, again, another one of these ones where you name it after a player or whatever. And so I thought it was kind of cool because Stretch had the worst team names of all people in this league for 20 years. So at least this one was decent. So I gave him an okay score there. I like the Zeus guy he has for his icon or whatever, but he got half points on the logo because it's the same. It's kind of like Rick's ogre guy or whatever. It's just some black dude with fucked up eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I dig it. I like it, but yeah, so he ended up with a 20 for me, which is a decent score.
Okay, got you. Yeah, same for me. He had a pretty decent score, I think. I like the stupid names he comes up with. Some of them are like just so god awful that you can't like help
So
laughing at it.
bad.
And I was wondering if it was going to change this year because last year I think it was this, right? It was you got a pretty mouth, and I was like, oh, what's he going to
Oh,
do this
okay.
year? So he probably would have gotten a higher score if he had changed it. With you, I don't know why. There is something about that like image that's just kind of funny. It clearly relates to the name. So I gave him a bit of a high score. I am kind of adding or deducting points based on if they went the extra mile and put some music on them. So the people who did, you get a little boost from me. If you didn't, then you might be rounded down. So that's what happened with him.
All right. We'll see if it is a competitive division. They're both well, no. I mean,
If
he's 7-5, one behind five. I don't know.
if he
I don't.
makes the
I don't think
playoffs,
he's not repeating this year unless he gets into the wild card and does something crazy. But
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just it's CD Lamb. Like if he gets in the playoffs, CD could go 30 plus for 3 games and he just wins it again. Sometimes you have a
yeah.
player that's just that good, you know.
Yep. All right. Enough about that champ, soon to be ex-champ. Next up, we have Dirty. So pretty generic name, but it's football related. So I gave him a 6, and then you're gonna see mine where I rated mine higher, and mine's like basically the same thing, but there's a reason for that, which I'll get
Okay.
to when I get to mine. I don't know why he changed. I think he changed it to this like halfway through the season. I don't know if he got like mad at his team or something, but whatever. Um, I love his logo. This is where I rated the logo to the 10, and then his icon half, because that one needs to stay his logo because I want to see the under boobs in full force. I even said in my notes under boobs deserve an 11, but so he got the not the only perfect logo, but one of the perfect logo, and then his icon is the half points for it. So
Okay, gotcha.
overall, Dirty, never change your logo.
I do agree with you that there are some logos where it's like, yeah, I could totally agree with this not changing. You know, it's like so iconic or something. Part of my ratings, I don't know if I got into this before we started this, is I did want to see people who were changing and not static from year to year. I don't know, because I think it's fun personally. So the rating I gave him, despite the picture that I think we all love, is yeah, he had the similar name to you, which is like the generic fantasy
Yeah.
football team or something like that. And it's like
Yeah.
a Washington Commanders like joke, right? But
Yeah.
and so I think I gave both you the same rating. Maybe his was a little bit higher since it was a recent change. And I think, like you said, he changed it again this year, right? What was it earlier this year?
I don't know. It was something else, but I think he changed it halfway through.
Okay. So, anyways, yeah, the reason I didn't rate his icon, his logo, a little bit higher was because it's just the same one every year. I think like I would love to see a new like Seattle Seahawks fan every year, right? And for sure, like there's plenty of them. Um, so if he was going the extra mile and updating that thing even once a year, and it's just some like new eye candy or whatever, yeah, he would have like a 10 for me probably.
Yeah, redhead with thunder boobs. I mean, if you find more of those, like, feel free to change it. But
For
I like
sure.
what you got. Okay, next up, we have Ty. Let me find where I have him. He's in the middle of the pack for me. For me, I have his name. I rated it pretty high because it's just a classic Ty, the fuck cards. He hasn't changed. I'm okay with people keeping it if they like it or whatever. I didn't deduct or anything or base it off that. But for me, it's just like classic Ty, the fuck cards. He's stuck with it over all these years. His logo I put as pretty solid, which is oh yeah, I think that's the thing. I mean, okay, I think I need to deduct 1 point from it because it's his logo and icon are the same, and it's the one he did of like Karn as from Office Space being stuck in the basement or something like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's good. Maybe he keeps that as his logo and changes its icon or something like that. But overall, I think pretty solid.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I do agree that his name is kind of one of those iconic ones that stuck around the league for a while, like there's a few other people. Um, but I did deduct it because A, it never changes, and I just am one of those people who likes to see change. And B, I'm the one who has to order those plaques from like the people when you win, and like submit that to like some some woman with an engraving machine or
Well,
whatever.
David.
It's just like I, I have to give it a low score just out of principle or whatever. Um, but whatever, they always send me the plaque. Yeah, the icon and the logo. The image of Karn is kind of funny. It hasn't changed though for a long time. I can't remember if it was Karn who also has a logo, I think, of Ty, right? They kind of like battle
Yeah.
back and
Uh-huh.
forth. One of
Yeah.
them used to have like this music, and it was like this melodramatic, like, you know, I don't know, like sad song that some white kid is singing or something. But like neither of them have that working anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not on there.
So whoever that was, if you still had that working, I would have probably doubled your score. I thought that song was so funny, but no music, and so I just I stuck with fives for him.
All right. Next up, the Commandante Commissioner. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. No, next up is me. I was looking at the wrong list.
Okay.
So let me find myself here. So yeah, I mean, as generic of a name as can be, you're right, following the Redskins. I loved when they did that, like when they're getting pressured by all these like liberal fruitcakes that like, oh, I'm offended by the Redskins. So like, fine, we'll just be as generic as can be. It's the football team or whatever. I wish they would have kept it because I think Commanders is pretty lame. Um, but once I stopped being commissioner, like the reason why I gave it a little higher than Dirties for me is because like for me it has meaning. It's like I'm no longer commissioner. I'm just a fantasy team. That's it. I don't want any of this other crap that comes with it. So I made it as generic as possible, and then of course my team icon is as generic as possible. A white helmet that says FT for football team on it. I gave myself a low score because I know it's pretty bad, but I did it it's there for a reason. And then of course, like Dirty, I've got a Dolphins fan. What the fuckers call me? I got a Dolphins cheerleader up there, pretty hot, and maybe I will change it every year.
Okay.
There's plenty of hot Dolphins cheerleaders I can put up there all the
Oh,
time.
in Miami, it's probably countless. Like you could change it every week and not have enough time or whatever. Yeah. So if I had known that, I probably would have given you a higher score for your name because on the outside, I'm just like another like generic like fantasy team or whatever.
So generic.
That helmet's just fantasy team. It was just like what the hell, dude? Like, um, the Commanders thing. It was funny that they did that. I have to agree with you there. Um, but what did I write for the notes here? Just it was a few years ago, so I wasn't, now it sounds like they might be going back to the Redskins or whatever. They're just like
Yeah, I've heard something like that. Yeah,
reversal.
pretty fun.
So yeah, the you didn't get high marks on the icon, the name, the logo, absolutely. I don't actually know how you can find something that's better than what you're posting there. And you have a sound, I think, on yours as well. You have like the UO death sound, which
Yeah.
I just love hearing it every time I like click on your image. It is kind of funny though. Yeah, you and Dirty have these images where I'm like, I have no problem checking out your team.
All right. Yeah, I actually have a few more of that same chick, right? So maybe
Oh,
I will
okay.
bump it up. I'll change it. I'll change it up yearly. I won't do it every week. It's too much for me. Um, okay, so next we get to Cooter Bubbles. So for me, these are all teams for me that are like kind of in the 20s. Pretty close. I guess they could see on there like what my rank is. But so I like his team name. Originally he was like Cunt Bubbles, and we just changed it to Cooter Bubbles, and then it stuck, and then it kind of became his nickname. So like every time, we see Ryan at the thing, like half the time I'm calling him Cooter. It's like almost like people call me Val or whatever, right? So it's
Yeah.
just, it's like crazy Cooter from whatever Dukes of Hazzard but so I like the name, high score on the name there. His icon, I don't know what that is, so I just kind of gave it a middle of the road. I gave it on the low side of the middle, the 5 instead of the 6, because it's not football related, at least not that I can tell. It's like maybe something from like a video game or something. I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but I just don't get it. And then I like his logo. I think it's solid, and I would have rated it higher, except like every time I click it at work, I have to like click off it or whatever. Plus, his music was I think he changed it now, but it used to be super freaking loud, right? Like some
Yeah.
Eminem thing. Like I don't know what it is. I think it's Tool or something now, or
No, it's not.
no, it's not. Let me click on it. Let me see what it is. Oh, what the hell is it? Some girl screaming or something. I don't know, some emo music or something. So I didn't rate him on his music. I voted on the logo, which is obviously very good and fits with this team, but it's also something I have to click off of really quick if I ever check it at work.
Okay. Yeah, I heard. He was one. The notes I had for him was just, Cooter Bubbles is a great name. I agree with you, Bri. It's become like his name now when we talk about it,
Yeah.
and it's like the stalwart part of his team. So, it really that should be higher than a 5. That should be like an 8, which would put him at what, like 40 for me. And I feel like that does need to change. He deserves a higher score for the team name. The icon, like you, I tried like zooming in and like researching it. I have no idea what that thing is. Like, if it's a game character, maybe from like a character he actually played and he took a screenshot, then that probably needs a higher score too. I just don't know. It's like, why does Rick have an
Weird
ogre? Like, why does this guy have like some weird guy sitting on a throne?
blue demon thing or whatever.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I just don't understand it.
Same.
And then the logo, I just love, man. It's like yours and Dirty's, but it's probably my favorite of the 3. Um, and so the song was, I think, when Trump got elected the second time. You could like find those videos of people who were just like ranting on Instagram. And so that was one of a girl who was like ranting because she was so upset he got elected. And Cooter's like, hey, can someone like turn this into a song or, into an MP3 for me? So I turned it into an MP3 and he uploaded it to his thing or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it's like, someone put like metal music behind it because she's like screaming and it sounds all death metal. Like,
Oh, okay. So it's some girl ranting about Trump with like someone made it into a song. Oh, okay. I'll have to go listen to it or whatever.
dude, it is hilarious. I forgot he put it up there and then I was like looking at his thing last night and just started cracking up. So yeah, good job. You actually get a 40 from me, Cooter. I'd have to change that.
You mean you're in the yellow column, so he would go up to.
Or I'm sorry, I'm just saying like the total score for both of us.
Oh yeah, total score 40. On
Yeah.
yours, you'd get like a 19. I gave him like 21. So
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
close. Okay, moving on. Now we're finally at the Commandante, the commissioner. Where are we at on him? Let's see. I have him at 22. You have him at 17. Okay. For me, let me find his notes here. I think his team name represents his actual team. Like they're not worthy of being a fantasy team. They're pretty bad. So at least he recognizes that. Unless he's talking about himself and he's not worthy of being in the league. I don't think that's it. Maybe he's talking about his team. I don't know. I love I gave him the points for the icon on this one, the LoD coin that we got at the 25 year. I think that's perfect for this. It's a perfect like icon, and then of course half points for the logo, and you could put something else there. I think it fits better for the icon.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, I also gave him a good score for the name. And I put the same notes. It's funny because your team is so bad this year. It's not worthy. But I think he also has worthy, right?
Oh, it's another one of those. I didn't even catch on to that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he's got the KC wide
Xavier
receiver.
Worthy or whatever,
Um,
who's also not worthy right now.
who's also probably not worthy this year.
Yeah.
So it just kind of works on those levels. I also love the icon. I love that coin thing. I bring it to the draft every year. make sure Will's got it as well, which he always does. Um, and that he flipped it around is cool. It's like a different image. So yeah, it just fits the theme and the brand and the heart that he's got for the league. The only thing he's missing is a sound clip.
All right. Will, man, how come you're not using the waivers? What's going on?
Uh,
You're fighting to get out of the toilet bowl. You're not using waivers, bro. What's happening? Okay, next on the list, we have the one and only Dave and his Bukaki Blast. He was actually my second highest rated team. Um, Solid name, Dave dishing out facials, I guess is what that's supposed to be. his icon, I think he updated it this year. I don't think it was that, but I think it's pretty much representative of what his team's supposed to be, and it's chicks on there, so that's good. It wasn't a gay one. And then I actually liked his icon with the bridesmaid socks on there. I My notes was a hot bridesmaid with underboob would get him a 10, but I'll give him an 8 because it holds meaning and makes sense. So good job on Dave.
Yeah, okay. He probably deserves a bit higher of a rating than I gave him. I had to give him a 3 just because it's been B blast for as long as I can remember. As long as I've been in this league, I feel like that's what it's been. And I don't know. It's one of those things where like I log in or I'm like, at home and my kid's behind me watching what I'm doing and I'm like, oh, I gotta close the screen. I can't I don't even want you seeing this word, right? And now I gotta worry about this stupid like icon that you like uploaded, like.
Yeah.
So no, you're getting low marks from me. Like you don't put that smut on here. But it is funny at the same time, and I get it, and it's on brand with like just the humor of it all. So the highest mark you got from me was the bridesmaid socks, just because like you're wearing it with pride, right? And throwing the socks on it. Every time I go to your page and see those, I just start laughing. It's actually better than that other thing that you had, which was like that dude who like did the flip forward and his like
Oh yeah, I think I put that on there or something at one point.
Like that thing was so funny, but this is
plant.
And you are updating this stuff regularly, so you probably deserve a few more points. But you're still top 4 here, so it's pretty good.
And he is currently in playoff contention, I believe. He's at the bottom of his division, but it's all separated by like 1 or 2 games, so he could easily get in and maybe have some tiebreakers. And the only reason I mention that because if he does and he somehow wins it, I want you to have to order the plaque or whatever.
I have no choice.
All right.
We could get in denial one of these days. Like, nope, sorry.
This would be another funny plaque to order. So now we're moving on to the next one, which is Justin and I Chase Brown Kids. And again, like I said, I'm not a fan of the team names that incorporate players. For the most, although I gave them kind of high scores this year, but for the most part, I always think they're kind of lame. But this one, I think, just nailed it because he used the whole name, right? Like it's good. I got a perfect score for me. I got a 10 on the name. The picture and logo are the same, and so again, I think I gave him a perfect on his picture too, because it's like the guy. It kind of looks like the kids are chasing him,
Yeah.
but I get it. I see what's happening there or whatever. So it's pretty good. The only thing you could do is maybe replace his icon with maybe something different or whatever. Because that was my rule. Is like if they're the same, one of them gets half points or whatever. But I'd say all around pretty good, hilarious name. Love
Yeah, I agree. I like the name. He has the player. I don't mind it if you got the player and you make a funny pun out of it. Like that's cool with me. You took the time to do the AI art logo and design, which is funny. I I actually was like trying to make one for our matchup, and it was going to be a play on the image that Justin had made. But when I made the request, the thing like refused to do it for me. It's like, sorry, I can't make something that's like chasing brown kids around or something. So I don't know. Maybe that's why it looks like he's not really being chased, because like this is the best he could do without being refused by the AI. So I imagine it took probably like 4 or 5 attempts for you. Um, but yeah, I got to give you credit for that, and so good effort.
All right. Good job, Justin.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your content. I think you said you were doing something this week. If not, maybe next week. We'll see. Next up, Karn, the regulators. He was my highest score. In fact, he was the only perfect score. I gave him a perfect tens across the board.
I'm interested to hear why.
The solid name. I like the regulators. I think that came out of Young Guns or whatever. It may not be football related, but it's just. I think it's just a solid name for a team or whatever. The regulators. I love his Mr. T logo, or is his icon that, and I'm glad it's back, because for a while he had D'Angelo Williams or something else on there, whatever. So, he had Mr. T forever, and then it went to D'Angelo Williams. He brought Mr. T back, so I'm glad he's back. And dude, I pity the fool. Yeah, I don't know. I just like Mr. T. It's like my generation thing, I guess.
Okay.
And then his logo, it almost got a 9 because it's from like 6 years ago. But then I was kept looking at it. I started laughing again. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna give it the 10 or whatever. I don't care if it's old. It's still solid. It's funny. He may want to change it because it is getting older, but at the same time, it's pretty good. I think the Karn Ty feud is like subsided, even though they both have like logos of each other or whatever. But regardless, I think it's solid, and it got like I said, the only perfect score from me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there. I also went to Young Guns when I was thinking of regulators, but I wasn't really sure, and I was trying to like, I didn't watch a lot of, what was it, the A Team with Mr. T.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like trying to look up, like, was he part of a team called the Regulators? I have no idea. So that's why he kind of got low scores for me, because I just had no idea what the relevance was, how it tied into the name or fantasy football or any of that stuff. But I do like Young Guns. The Regulators is a pretty good name. The logo is great. He did get probably a lower score because it just doesn't ever change. And I think this was the one where there used to be music, and I swear to God, the music was so funny. If he had that, he definitely would have gotten a higher score from me.
Yeah.
But yep, that's why he kind of landed there.
Yeah, for me, like the Mr. T is the same as like the Zeus guy that Stretch has, or the Booger guy that Rick has. Like for the icon, I don't know. I personally like it, and Mr. T trumps all those guys. So
Okay,
like I can have like Chuck Norris to be better, maybe. I don't know.
fair enough.
All right. So now we're on to the last one, and it's you. Highest score by quite a bit too. So we both gave you. This is the one where I did break my rule regarding the if the logo and icon are the same, like split it, because you're creating new ones every week. So I don't know if people even know half of them. I know like you told them in years past or last year or whatever, but this year it's like people need to figure it out on their own. But yeah, you update it per the matchup every week, and like some of those images are just freaking hilarious. Like I look forward to it every week. I'm like, comes like Wednesday, I'm like, shit, he hasn't changed it yet, and I keep having to check or whatever. Sometimes it's quicker than others, but so you got perfect tens on the icon logo. The name for me is kind of like I don't know. I guess you're the merch man or something. I don't know. It's better than the RBC barbecue BYB thing or whatever that was, but like I just didn't give it a very high score. This one.
No, that's fair enough. I love the honest take on it. RBBC's BYOB or whatever.
Whatever that was, yeah.
I loved that name for some reason, man.
It was awful. It was worse than this pineapple stuff.
It was pretty bad, I guess. It's some history, if you don't know, behind the name, which there's not a ton, and it probably doesn't deserve an 8 from me, actually. It's probably closer to a 6. I was last year with the official piñata, because I was sending all these players out on trades, and everyone else was getting the better end of that deal. So I'm like, fuck, I'm a freaking piñata this year. And then this year, I think I gave somebody a shirt from like that LOD thing. I made those shirts for the draft.
Yeah,
And,
Karn's like Tua shirt. And,
yeah, and Mrs. Bar was like, "Dude, you're not the pinata. You're like the LOD merch man or something." So I was like, "Oh, I'll,
okay.
like change my name to that or whatever." So that's the connection there. But I think that probably does deserve a 6. I don't know if it matters because yeah, the score is pretty skewed here. Um, I did give myself 10s for what you're saying. I put,
Yeah.
the time in every week to make the new ones, which is not like asking AI one time to make an image. It's like you ask it to make an image, it does it wrong. So you have to refine that, and then you refine that and refine that. And it's like 20 minutes at least each week to make these images, which is why sometimes I don't even get them out till Thursday. Because it's like, dude, this thing, it doesn't understand what I'm asking. Like, I got to just like come back and like less pissed off or whatever.
Figure out how to ask it differently or something.
Yeah, and eventually it gets there close enough, right? But I wish that everybody in the league did this. That's why I started doing it. Because it's like, dude, if I logged into the league every like Thursday or Friday when the games start, and I can just look through everyone's page and see this new smack talk, and it's like fresh and it's a funny take, and some of these people have some twisted humor, right? Like, what are they asking AI to do? Like, dude, that would make my week. I feel like I'd have so much fun every week clicking through that.
It would be good. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean,
But
we can barely get like there's me, you, and Dave are the only ones consistently posting the smack talk, and every now and then I think like Suey or Joel or throw something in there. But
yeah, and I almost wanted to give bonus points to people for doing that, right? Because they are at least taking the time to like write something, even if it's like, I don't even know if people are taking the time to literally just click on this thing to see that I updated an image. Like I think there's only like 3 or 4 people who've done it, and before it was the AI art, it was the AI magic cards, right? And
yeah, yeah.
before that, I was updating it every week with like these stupid like funny gifs. So like I've been doing this for like 6 years. I don't even think people have noticed or whatever, right?
No, I remember the magic cards, and then I know you were doing AI last year, and then continued it this year. But this year, I don't think you were as vocal about it. So I think it was like people just have to know, or they're just, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, that's at least why I gave myself the high scores, just because, like, I'm
It's
trying to
effort.
set a standard for.
Yeah, no, it's definitely that's the reason why I didn't do the half points on it, because like you kind of have to update in both places so they can see that it got. I mean, I guess they could just click your page if you want to do the bigger one or whatever, but then it would be really hidden, right?
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Did you get the soundbite too?
no, let me hold on. Let me. Do you change that every week, the soundbite?
I got a good one this year, so I'm keeping it the same.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I've heard it a bunch of times.
Okay.
I always click on your page or whatever. Oh
Okay.
wait, I didn't see this one yet. This is Joel, this realm walker.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, I put it
It's
back on.
crazy. Do you upload his picture or something? It's crazy, like how these things look like the people like you put in there.
I did I think I did it for Justin and Suey too. I found a picture of them and then threw it in and said, "Hey, can you make me like a cartoon image of this face?" And then he's like, doing whatever I want him to do.
That's funny.
um,
No, what was awesome too is so I guess we're done. Congrats, you. I guess you win.
all right, yeah, thank you. Congrats, me.
I'm sure everyone else will have their own opinions on things, and if you want to like respond, and even if it's like a quick thing or whatever, let us know what you think about all these ratings or how you would rate people. But in that other foosball league we have, he kind of stopped doing it, but one of the guys was using the AI song generator. He was making like songs every week. It would like somehow recap the matchups and like who beat who and like what players did stuff, and but it was also like killer like lyrics like for like based off the team. Like it was I was pretty impressed with how well that stuff did. I don't know how long that took that guy, but yeah, that was pretty cool. That'd be something I'd want to do, but I don't know where I'd post them here. I guess you could put it in your team song, but it seems like a lot of work. For there, it's just in our group chat or whatever, so it's or our text chat, so
Yeah,
it's easy to see.
for
But
sure. Yeah, if you were doing something like that, you would definitely want to just throw it right on the forums. Otherwise, like no one's gonna,
or
see it or
Discord
something.
probably.
Yeah, or in Discord, right? That would be funny though. I was thinking about doing the same thing. but he has like a paid subscription, so he has like the best standard of the AI that can produce that music. And I don't know, I just don't want to shell out that money for that thing yet.
No, no, I wouldn't either. It is crazy though, because it's not everything's like a metal song. He does like reggae, he does like country, he switches it up, and I'm like, man, I kind of miss that he's not doing that, but
Yeah,
it's
for
probably
sure.
not gonna work. But anything else we want to talk about? You want to talk about playoff picture matchups, or you think these guys are even watching anymore? Or...
Yeah, let's do the playoffs real quick. Miss actually texted me yesterday. He's like, "Hey, how did the playoff seeding
Yeah,
work?" And I was like,
he
"Dude, I
called
have
me
no
when I was at
idea."
Costco.
Like you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, no, I explained it to him. The quick answer for everybody is, go to the NFL, go to the standings, and there's a thing that says playoff tie-breaking procedures, and then try to read the 4 pages worth of stuff there. But just try to win, right? It's based off your record, and then head-to-head, and then if it's division, it's one way. If it's wild card, it's something else, and score points and try to win. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I think where it's might have been different from previous is like B bracket, right? That's just now points for decides like where you are in the seeding or something.
Yeah, it actually we determine that it's like you do the A bracket 7 teams, and then you determine the C bracket, the two toilet bowl teams, and then what's left gets based off points. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then there's that one team that's in both the B and C, which.
Yep.
Yep.
So
the
I
redeem yourself slot.
Yeah, exactly. Which I like that we did that. You have a chance to either lose it all, or you can climb out and actually win the freaking, the new bowl. So clearly, Suey, he is playoff bound. I don't think anything's stopping him.
Quick on that, yeah, I agree with you. But just because like the Dolphins were not out of the playoffs yet, the mathematical possibilities, I do think that number 1 seed is still up for grabs. If he were to lose to, and I were to win to, I could still get it. And I think Karn is still in play for that too. It would take Karn winning out, Suey losing out, and probably me losing a game. And then I don't know if they have a head-to-head. I didn't look that far, but
okay.
But he's pretty much a lock. I mean, he's playing Silent this week. Who doesn't have a worthy team. So unless something crazy happens, Suey locks it up this week.
You might as well start Worthy, Will. Shoot for the stars, man. He's playing Dallas.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he's even setting his lineups anymore, but maybe he is. Yeah, so I'm in a good position for the wild card too. I think Suey's like number 1 in points. I think I'm number 2, and then like Justin's right there, and someone else. I think Thorin and stuff. But I have to win this week. If I win this week, I'm locked in. If I lose out, there is a chance I could miss the playoffs because like yourself, Dave, a couple other like Miss a Bar, they all have tiebreakers over me, right? So I don't want it to even get to that point. And I know like week 14 between me and Suey is going to be a brawl between our teams. So that's a super tough matchup. So my thing is like trying to get past Ticket this week and just assure a spot.
Okay, gotcha. So that's where it is there. Karn, like you said, he could still potentially get the bye week if he won out and some other stuff happened. Then you have these actually 3 teams right here who could possibly
all 3 of them. Yeah.
Dave would clearly have to win out from here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Dave wins out, if he can still even get the division or not. Like, it would take Karn losing out, Dave winning out, and then I don't know what these other teams would have to fall out. But he's definitely in play for the wild cards. I'd mentioned some of the tiebreaker stuff that he's got. But,
yep.
I like Miss's team the best out of that division. I think Stretch's team, I don't know if he's got too many injuries or what happened to him, but his team just doesn't look, especially if Baker's out now too. Wasn't that his quarterback? So I kind of like Miss's team out of that whole bunch, but I think Karn's kind of in the driver's seat. He just has to win. So.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Stupid face. Gosh, you do not have any running backs. How did that happen, Stretch? How did that happen?
They all got injured or something. I don't know.
They just
Yeah.
dropped him.
Maybe tried the no RB strategy or something and just didn't hit on the late round guys or something.
And the dude is still 7-5 though. I mean, I guess he's got a nice PA that kind of maybe helped a little bit, but man, I mean, he's kind of in the driver's seat, right? I don't know if that's who you said.
You're talking Karn or who?
No, Stretch.
No, I think Karn's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I get. Do they play each other this
Stretch's
week?
team sucks. It kind of sucks, right?
Who does he play this week? Christian McCown. So yeah, he's pretty big dog in that fight. If he loses, yeah, he could be out of this thing.
Yeah. He had a good run, but I think it ends this year.
Then you got some Rick. I can't believe Rick made it to 4-8. Good job, but he's not in it. Ice.
What's crazy? Do you have that little widget up that shows like everyone's total points? Because Rick's like number 6 in like points for. I mean, it's a
Right here.
yeah. Like I was surprised when I saw that. I was like, damn, his team. He was PA cursed early on. Lost a lot of games early on.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, record matters in this league, so he
It,
is.
it does.
He's B bracket for sure. I don't. Even if he lost both games and then Ickett and Silent won both games, and I think Cooter would have to win a game or something. Rick's so far ahead in points, and the way that we do it, it goes off record than points or whatever. That he's a lock for the B bracket.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
The good teams in that, and I guess we should be talking about the actual teams that are in contention, which Dirty and Justin, right? So Justin, I think that division's up for grabs, really. Do they play each other this week?
No. Ice and
No.
Cooter, and then Dirty and Scrubs.
Yeah, so I mean, if Rick pulls off a miracle against Dirty, not a miracle, but if he pulls off a win against Dirty, and then Justin gets a win, that division's going to be up for grabs for sure. And I think Justin has a outside shot at wild card either way too. He's got a really good team, right? So
Yeah, he does have a good
he's got
team.
some bad luck.
Yeah, he's got tiebreaker against me, I know. So getting to that division, it looks like no, I guess if Joel won 2 and Tesla lost a couple, it would flip, right?
Yeah, let's see, based off division, division record. Unless somehow there's some head-to-head thing where he beat him twice, like.
Yeah, but most likely he's going to go get another win this week, and he's going to lock up the division for himself, and then it's kind of a fight underneath. I need some stuff to happen, I think, to even make the playoffs in A bracket at this point.
Yeah, you're kind of in that Justin situation, except you got a steeper hill to climb for the division.
Yeah, exactly. And then Joel, it looks like if he won, he's probably going to be one of those wild card teams.
Yeah, Joel's in a good spot, and I think his team's okay. I don't know. I haven't looked at his team here. I'm looking like between the two leagues, like.
So Jaden might be back next week. Hampton might be back this week or next
This
week.
week he will be.
Which he needs. I mean, I don't know if Aaron Jones is like the full-time back there now. What was he last week? 9 for 4.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. Yeah, he's kind of been, because that other guy kind of sucks, Mason or whatever. He was like highly touted before the draft and just kind of never really panned out. Pollard's trash on a bad team.
Devonta Smith.
He's got Pickens, Smith, and Jacoby Myers. Like Myers has been like kind of coming on a little bit. Like it's been like his second week now in Jacksonville. So
All right.
his team's got potential, and he's making moves still. He just picked up like one of those defenses, so he's still competing. So
And then
I still think I like Thorne's. Thorne's got a really good team, right? So I think his team is probably the favorite out of that division.
yeah, I agree. I didn't know how to stop that. So there we go. Yeah, Cook, Judkins was just a great like late round grab that worked out for him.
Yep.
And then Jackson Smith-Njigba is like one of those league winners, you know, and he nailed it. So
That was my guy. Why did I pick Sutton? I could have had JSN.
Man.
My team would be dominant.
yeah, that's one of those things that really just flips it for somebody, right?
Yeah.
But Lamar Jackson hasn't been performing. You know, I think he's like battling through a kind of lingering injury. So the thing that made him great was his rushing totals, and he's just not really rushing right now, right? 7 for 11, 4 for 10, 9 for 36. Like, that's what we're used to out of Lamar Jackson. 6 for 70 a touchdown. So that could be his downfall, right? If he just plays this guy and he gets some more bad weeks. But we'll see, man.
All right. Well, I guess good luck to you. Good luck to everyone else, I guess, except for the people who are playing. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know. We want to do something a little different. So, I still taste this crap. This stuff is gross, dude. But I'm still going to drink it. It was expensive.
Yeah, dude. It's got to be good for you. Anything that tastes like that, it's got to be good. All right, Bri. I'll talk to you later.
All
man.
right. Catch you later. All right. See ya.